This is our series of Principality and Authority and Throne. First I want to answer someone who had asked me about hours of prayers. I am to make it clear that we must pray all the time, as the words say, pray without ceasing. However, there are strategic times of prayer, like midday times, that we call in French midi. Midi is the name of a goddess. I know how the spirit world work, for having traveled to the satanic world. You cannot rule in the material world unless you have the knowledge of the functioning of the spirit world. Most of American presidents swear oath at noon, in honor of the Queen of the South, who deployed demons to patrol the world at midday. This principality assembled his army of demon at midday in the first heaven, where she utter motivation speech of war to demon that patrol the world at midday. You will not fear the terror of night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. Moreover, midnight is also a strategic time for prayer. The Bible say that the Lord Jesus was withdrawing from the disciple to pray up there in the hill up to morning, and it came to pass in those days, that he went out into a mountain to pray, and continued all night in prayer to God. When I was still an agent of the goddess Madeleine, we were taught in the temple of the goddess that Jesus was praying from midnight till dawn. So in the occult I was taught that the devil has three things that he does in the night. Firstly, Lucifer take action every day at midnight against Christian. The enemy come at midnight in order to lay claim on God children. Right in the middle of the night when the believers sleep peacefully, the enemy come at midnight to accuse them and lay claim on them. In the dictionary, to lay claim mean to assert that one has a right to something, because of sin, open door and legality that we give him. The enemy accuse us before the Lord and reclaim the children of God. When you sleep with sin, the accuser would be boasting before the Lord that you are his child and you belong to him because you are doing his bidding. For whoever live in sin is of the devil. Whenever the enemy lay claim on your life, he is asserting that he has a right to act in your life. When Lucifer finds sin that you fail to confess because you fail to live in renunciation, brother, he will accuse you and make claim in your life, for he has found legality. He would be able to affect you for the rest of the day. It is written, I will no longer talk much with you, for the ruler of this world is coming. He has no claim on me. The enemy is desperate to control the day. Thus midnight is a critical time of accusation, reclamation and control of the day. In the occult world I was taught that when the Lord said to Peter, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has demanded permission to sift you like wheat, but I have prayed for you, that your faith may not fail. I was told the enemy made that claim on Peter at midnight when he accused the saints, for it is at midnight that the devil come to the Lord to make a claim against us. Unless we have nothing that belonged to him, he would have a claim and hold on us. If midnight is the time of reclamation from the enemy, however, it is the time of declaration for Christian. Normally a Christian is supposed to rise at midnight, in order to make decree and proclaim things, for it is a new day that has began. You shall also decide and decree a thing, and it shall be established for you, and the light of God's favor shall shine upon your ways. Job 22:28. The third time of prayer is 3 a.m. Actually the Lord die 3 p.m., but 3 a.m. is the time where the enemy intervene in the world when he come as white rider to conquer. I looked, and there before me was a white horse. Its rider held a bow, and he was given a crown, and he rode out as a conqueror bent on conquests. Since the Lord die at 3 p.m., the enemy consider 3 a.m. and 3 p.m. the time of victory and conquest, where he claimed to have defeated the Lord of Light when he died on the cross. Since Satan come at midnight to lay claim in the life of the believer, he come again at 3 a.m. as conqueror in the shape of a white rider riding a white horse to take by force what he has claimed at midnight in the life of the believers. From the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven has been suffering violence, and the violent have been seizing it by force. At 3 a.m. when we sleep, the enemy come to steal, kill and destroy in the life of Christian who practice sin and fail to renounce. When you walk in darkness and open the door of your life, the enemy would come at midnight to accuse you and make claim in your life, because your life of sin is his property. After accusing you before God, he will come at 3 a.m. as the rider of the night to steal and cause destruction in your life. and at 3:33 the White Rider claimed that he reign over the world, for it is the hour where the Lord of Light die. I always say when you have bad dream at midnight or 3 a.m. you should not neglect these dreams and just return to sleep like that. You must rise up, pray and exercise authority, rebuke and undo the works of wickedness, otherwise, you are allowing the enemy who is the thief to steal just like that. Christians should also pray at 5 a.m. because demons that work in the day enter into action and there are angelic activity at dawn. It is the hour of the demon Peter Pan, a demon of music that Michael Jackson was working with. Cartoon and animation now made for him in Disney. It is the music of this demon that caused the demon of the day's shift to take over. Dream that we have at 5 a.m. must not be neglected, especially when you dream that a dog is following you. It's either Peter Pan or the goddess Hecate, that we called Messina or the Lampadaire, for she appear holding a lamp. She is also called scapegoat. When you are dealing with sensual issues, learn to fast and pray on Wednesday and rebuke the goddess Mercury that rule on that day. Fast and pray on Friday in order to oppose the power of goddess Venus of seduction. The enemy is sowing seed and food to stimulate sexual desire in people. I want to tell those who drink aphrodisiac drink to understand that it is the name of the goddess Venus of sensuality and pleasure. When you drink aphrodisiac product and you go to sleep with a woman or your wife, the child may be born an avatar. You may give birth to a demon. Those who like liquor, you must be very careful, for many drink of aphrodisiac of the goddess Venus that is Aphrodite. You may begotten an avatar that are cursed baby. When talking about prayer, I also tell believer to avoid eating pork. The Lord does not approve the eating of pork. When you can't remember your dream, you must fast and pray to recover your dream, for the Lord speak also in dream. The enemy want to keep you in the dark and has blackened your dream. In the night when we sleep, the Lord allow the spirit of his children to leave the body and are deployed to face the spirit world around them, just like witches who leave their body deliberately. The Lord allow the spirit of the believer to see things that will affect the material world during the day. But when you are not dreaming, you are actually in a spiritual prison. You need prayer to be free. Learn to fast and eat only vegetable, for it will allow you to recover your dream. When you dream a dog trying to bite you, you must exercise authority. It can be a witch or the prince of demon Belial, who is very dangerous. Belial is among the 7 spirits of Satan, such as Asmodee, Maya and Europa etc. This principality cause people to be trickster, swindler and turn people to crook. People who practice these things are inhabited by Belial. When the Bible mention the children of Belial, it is referring to those who are liars, crook and swindler. When talking about Belial, understand that he is the first angel to be recruited during Lucifer revolt. Belial must be a convincing angel to be the first angel targeted by Lucifer, who was in mission to win the whole angelic world, and rally them behind him. It was Belial that helped Lucifer convince other angels to join the insurrection in heaven. Lucifer was sending him to convince other. Upon invocation, Belial appear with a dog, and often when you dream a dog chasing you, it may be him or his legions. He is cunning, complicated and dangerous. Sometimes those who invoke him confuse him with Lucifer because he is a trickster. When you see a dog chasing you, exercise authority. You cannot pray with tenderness when you dream a new friend of yours accusing you to your parent as if he knew them for a long time. The wicked spirit called Belly is a demon of accusation. I don't know why the footballer Edson called himself Belly, maybe he know why, but Belly is the main accuser of the believer. His purpose is to accuse the people of God days and nights, for he is tireless. He is of the class of authority. He is accusing you to the hierarchy of the spirit world, but you think it is just a dream. When you dream people accusing you, make sure to rebuke these accusations and rebuke the accuser, for it is written, the accuser of the saint was cast out, he who accused them day and night. You cannot be dream places where you grew up all the time, dreaming the school you studied when you were adolescent. You must exercise all 3.